How old are you?
26.
All right. Did you have braids?
Say that one more time.
Okay. 26. I'm trying to remember. Okay. You got to work. You got to work at. What is frustrating you that you have to work against what?
I feel like I have to work against the narrative that is set for Black women that we are just angry and loud and upset and pretty much everything that you kind of talk about in your show.
All right. So the narrative, is it a narrative or does it play itself? What? Okay. Well, there's part narrative, but then you have to ask yourself your lived reality. I took that little straw poll. Are Black women happy? Are the majority of Black women happy or angry today?
I would say the majority are unhappy.
Why? Why would you say
lack of better words, the circumstances that we put ourselves in?
Right. Okay. But so it's not a narrative if it's the majority is true, man.
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that, but my confusion is, or not even confusion, where the disconnect for me is someone like myself, where I am working to improve different areas that I see are weaknesses that are my own and that I've learned through the behavior of the women in my life and watching their marriages.
Okay.
But that's what I mean by I still feel like...
So where's your boyfriend or husband?
I actually just broke up with him, my boyfriend.
How long were you guys together?
We were together for about 5 months, 5.5.
Okay. And who broke it off?
I did.
Why?
I wasn't happy.
So,
but it was with myself. It wasn't
let
him.
me just go ahead. Let me go ahead and just level set. You said you're 26.
Yes.
Let me just go ahead and level set you, man. I might have to work 3 times as hard to get half the credit. And guess what? That's just my lot in life. There's always going to be prejudice and discrimination and unfair treatment to any human being.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference is you either going to work to overcome it or you're going to let it overcome you. That's it.
And it won't be the latter.
Well, but the thing is, if you say it's see, the thing is, you shouldn't be angry about it's not fair nor we're so angry. Well, what are you going to do about it though? Because here's another thing. Black women are under whose burden? Whose burden are you under? Because it can't be Black men.
No, it feels like what I see. And what I see is like my parents' relationship, so my mom or my grandparents. No.
Okay, your mom's relationship and your grandparents' relationship are their relationship. You're a grown woman. It's time for your own experiences.
I agree. I do.
So when you tell me that you were mad at your father because he's not your grandfather, the first thing I'm saying is the nerve of you. The first thing I'm saying is the nerve of you. Should your father have been unhappy with you because you ain't your sister? But see, you have no problem. Black women in general have never had a problem judging Black men, even the ones that you should not judge. He's your father.
I don't feel like I'm taking the approach of being like judgmental, like you're wrong. I'm not saying that, but I am observing what I grew up around, my environment. And I'm not saying that my dad did.
Were your mother and father?
I'm not taking any.
Okay, but hold on. Were your mother and father married?
Yeah, they're married. They're still married to this day.
Right. And did you graduate high school?
I'm sorry?
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Did you graduate from college?
I did.
So your father raised a college graduate?
He did.
What the French toast are you talking about? That's better than most of the country. Sounds like and he's still married to your mother. Sounds like he did a hell of a job to me.
That's why I also said I'm not taking anything from him.
But you said you were mad at him. You said no. You said you were mad. Earlier you said that there was a time where you were upset and mad or angry, and the nerve of you. to look a gift horse in the mouth. You got what 8 out of 10 black people don't have, a father in the household. But as usual, black men still ain't good enough, so you make an issue where ain't no goddamn issue. Judging your father because he wasn't your grandfather when you got more than what most kids in their neighborhood had, a dad. A dad that was apparently good enough to stay married to your mama, raise a high school and a college graduate. Wow. And black men hear this shit. Black men hear this and they're like, well, what the fuck else are we supposed to do? Being married to a black woman and raising those and providing a lifestyle to where you graduated from high school and college and didn't end up on drugs or on the street in the penitentiary, whole house, babies all over the world. What the fuck else is the black man supposed to do? A white man could just go to work in the plant and that's good enough. A black man got to go build the goddamn plant and his kids still ain't happy. I'm not laughing. I am not fucking laughing.
I am, because I'm not angry in that way.
But I am. And black men are, because I listened to what you said. You were angry with your father for what reason? Because he wasn't another man? You don't know your grandfather. You weren't raised there. So all you had was stories that your mama told you. So you take the stories that your mama told you versus what your daddy was doing and got the nerve to get mad at your dad. Well, how did he feel because he couldn't be the man you thought your grandfather was? Did you ever ask him how he felt about that?
We did, yeah. We have had quite a few conversations.
And how did he feel that his dad? Of course.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't just because of the comparison to my grandfather, and the comparisons came from what I felt like my mom did receive that I was fighting from my dad, which was his attention. I feel like he was able to be more present with my brothers at the time than he was with me growing up, which was a part of our conversation that you're asking about. And from his standpoint, he gave me his experience.
And how did your mother balance out these things?
My mom gave me a lot of the things that I feel like I'm working through now. Like I'm not trying to put it all on my dad. That's why I said like the women, because I noticed how she also treated and behaved with my dad. And
what you did not mention is that you were upset and angry with your mother.
We just didn't get to that part.
You didn't lead with it. I had to pull it from you. This is the second time I
wasn't trying to withhold it. Okay, it was just a part of where my mind was.
All right, and here's another thing. All right, granted, but here's the thing. First world problems. You sound really entitled, man. You had a mother and father who were still married. Did they provide for? Apparently, they provided for all your needs, and you was worried about your wants. I didn't get what my brothers got. Oh my God! The selfish.
But I don't think that that's wrong for a little girl to want that love from her dad.
Yes, it is. No, it's not wrong to want. It's not wrong to want love, but it's all. But this is why I say first world problems. This Disneyfication. To where the man did the best he freaking could, and it still wasn't good enough because the years his daughter should have been praising and loving her father, you were angry with him because he didn't give you what you felt you deserved or should have got, or what your mama got. Oh my God. When you have children,
I'm sorry. I didn't hear the question you asked.
I hope when you have children, you don't have to experience that level of hurt as a parent with an ungrateful child. And some of you ladies don't seem to realize that this is how so many men feel defeat. They don't even want to try. Let me go ahead and say this. This is why many men don't even want to try to do relationships or get married anymore. Because they hear this, that this woman came from an intact grandparent, nuclear family, lived a life, presumably middle class, parents are still married, but because she didn't get the kind of love that she felt she needed or deserved or wanted, and men are saying, that's what I got to look forward to get out and go work my ass to death, to provide, to stay on the straight and narrow, to be faithful, to end up with that, to have a